We're live.
Oh, sorry. You were just in your meeting.
So, hello, people out there.
Getting you guys in the Christmas spirit.
Get the fuck out of here, Christmas spirit. We don't have any. We don't want it.
No.
For those of you who are confused about why I'm ranting about Christmas spirit, we don't have any. We don't want it.
They're not confused because it's really super loud. And they can hear it.
Okay, so they can hear the sleigh bells. Great.
Oh, yeah, it's really loud.
Sean, it's really, really loud. Okay, good.
Forever.
Get out. Good. Take your sleigh bells with you, and I'm happy. Oh, hi. Marion's already in the chat. Oh, gosh. So, Sean is playing with sleigh bells because we're doing a Christmas parody of a Coheed song on Saturday. So he's rounded up some of his friends, and we're recording it. And so he bought sleigh bells so the guy who's doing percussion can kick in with some rockin' sleigh bells in the middle of a Coheed song that they've changed the words to be about Santa Claus and shit. The bangs are relatively new. Marion is asking in the chat if my bangs are new. They're not brand. I've had them a few weeks now.
I mean, you've always had bangs.
Yeah, they just used to. Well, I go in cycles. Every time I go to my stylist, I get bangs. They grow out. They're already almost in my eyes after a few weeks. And then I start swooping them to the side. And then I go back to the stylist and I get the bangs again. In fact, I think I had bangs at Gen Con, right? Yeah.
Nah. Sure.
Oh, no, maybe I didn't.
You can't expect me to remember things.
Well, I know
I don't do that.
Yeah, I had bangs 2 Gen Cons ago, but I think this time I was still swooping in the
swooping
photo shoot. For those of you who are here and wondering where the fuck Rissy is, her computer decided to force updates right now because of course it did. So
yes,
she is going to be here. She's just not here yet. Okay. But in the meantime, I can get social media posts ready, so that's nice.
How does he keep like setting those off? Because
he's doing something with them. I don't know what. Sean, what are you doing with them?
Putting some Velcro attachment.
Putting some Velcro attachment on it. And you had to do it at 8 o'clock when you know I go live.
Apparently.
It's just the sound is coming through obnoxiously loud through the microphone. So even though it's actually not that loud.
It's probably louder to me because all I can hear is you and then the bells. So I'm not getting any. Yeah.
Okay. Amanda, you will like this post.
You've said that in the past.
Well, I usually write them for you.
That means I probably will totally love it. I don't even have Twitter open. How did that happen?
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Okay, I do like that.
thought you might.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Plus, it makes people want to come see what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, you guys.
Mariska Hargitay, what's wrong?
I've been at my office holiday party, and
Oh,
Is
no.
I'm so drunk.
No. Oh, wow. Well, I would have put a different description had I known.
Oh, do I need to retweet something?
If you want.
Yes, and if you want to quote the tweet and write how drunk you are, please feel free.
Right. Okay. I'll do that for
Guys, it's like a Christmas miracle. Oh my god.
I've had so much white wine. I can't even. Ah!
I can't either.
All right. I'm doing things. I'm doing things on my computer. I'm a modern woman who knows what computers are.
I'm over here trying to hydrate, and you're really ruining my ability to do that.
Do I impede your ability to put liquids into your mouth?
No, you impede my ability to put those liquids from my mouth into my stomach. And that was the real problem. I was getting them in my mouth just fine. They just kept trying to come back out.
All right, I'm retweeting.
Oh, good.
I am having problems with spaces between words. Every space is an infinity.
Oh, God.
Are you sure it was just white wine? There's
White wine.
nothing else?
White wine's got a lot of sugar in it.
Yes, it does. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know how fucked up a person can get on white wine.
Girl.
Oh, my God. Oh, everyone is going to see Rissy's white trash come out tonight.
Speaking of white trash, I karaoke'd Pat Benatar's Heartbreaker.
I'm sorry. You need to step the fuck off.
I'm just saying, amongst a certain segment of women, and I fully acknowledge I am white trash. I love Pat Benatar. With both... Wait, I have multiple lobes of my heart. I'm a mammal. Oh, damn.
Rissy has realizations. She is a mammal.
I'm a mammal. Titties.
I was going to say, prove it and show us your... Oh, no, we can see them, actually.
Right,
there.
well, dude, I've let you see inside my iPhone. You've seen my titties.
Oh, God.
I've seen inside your shirt. So
Yeah. I've seen more than pictures of your titties.
I've seen you guys' badges at my 30th birthday party. Shit.
And other times.
It's true. Well, that's the great thing about being girls is we look so much better than guys naked. Even as a straight woman, I can't deny that. Like, it's just like guys are just I'm sorry, dudes, your penises are very utilitarian, and the utilitarian philosopher inside of me acknowledges that worth, but it's not. They don't look good.
Some of them can.
I mean, I've seen, like, perhaps the best possible scenario for what a dick can look like, and even then, it's mostly just, what utility am I going to get from this device? Amanda, you look really good.
Thanks.
Your lipstick is popping.
Remember that time you were, like, super straight?
She's been drinking, so nobody is super straight when they're drunk.
That's true. That's true. Well, all women are more sexually fluid than men. At least that's what the science says. In terms of things that visually arouse us, when you hook people up to devices that measure blood flow to their genitals and their heart rates to detect physical symptoms of arousal. So, and then show them various video clips. Straight women will self-report that they're like, nope, I'm only attracted to half-naked or fully naked men. But what their genitals report is an entirely different story. Pretty much all women are sexually fluid to the degree that they are visually aroused by basically anything as long as sex is involved, up to and including watching chimps do it, but not gorillas. I don't know if they didn't have any gorilla footage. So yeah, it's a very weird.
Probably would have,
right, if they'd known I was going to be there. So it's important to remember that, yeah, women, despite what they self-report, whatever your orientation may be, odds are your physical triggers of arousal as relates to your visual system are much more diverse. That's your...
No matter how drunk Rissy is, she can still give you a well-actually lecture on any topic.
That's the closest thing to good Evo Psych that's ever been done in the entire universe. Most Evo Psych is nothing but garbage. Amanda, you know that.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right.
You see no disagreement coming from this side of the screen.
Well, I know that that's like your thing. You want to go like full Evo, right?
Yes.
We already did this. There's no need to do it again.
I'm not. This is not for insulting. I'm just saying. So here's the thing, Blythe, about like the the ecology.
No, I'm not going to insult you.
No,
again,
nor I you.
Not this time.
No. So Amanda and I have had our fight. I maintain that Evo Devo is the best of all Evos. But no, Amanda wants to go full evolutionary biology. This is not exactly a woman-friendly branch of science, traditionally speaking.
What's a branch of science?
It's a snake branch.
It's a higher up. Yeah, it's one of the secret branches.
Yes, S is for both snake. The S is for snake.
Make a more different S.
A more different S.
And consummate is consummate.
A more different S branch.
Yes, and unfortunately, evolutionary biology tends to be infested with the worst kind of males. Like the fedora-ing and the Evo Psych guys.
Yeah, there are a lot of just well-known evolutionary people who are also kind of douchey.
Yeah, monstrous sexist asshats.
I think that that's true for all branches of science. It's just most of the other ones aren't quite as famous.
It's true.
Perhaps.
Yeah, the thing is that Evo people tend to be more eccentric and more forceful in terms of their personalities, probably because they don't get any funding. And at least in the United States.
That's changing with the advent of more
evolutionary medicine. I maintain that once somebody ties evolutionary biology to cancer treatments, then we're gold. The United States' horrifying number of people who believe that the Earth is 6,000 years old will change practically overnight. Should I start my recording thing?
If you are ready, I am ready. Amanda, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, then if Rissy is ready, we should definitely start it.
I'm just saying, Amanda's very brave. Amanda is going into a bad, scary place.
Going into...
Well,
I've been in a bad, scary place for... Okay,
Well, you did willingly enter the fray of science. This is true. But I'm just saying molecular biology as opposed to the molecular Evo schism, even if there is an in-between now with molecular evolutionary biology stuff, molecular's way friendlier to women. Even if it sucks, it's still, you know.
I'm not going to let that...
Well, no, I didn't think for a second that it would. I just, figured we should acknowledge that we're being very brave about it.
Okay, are we ready to start recording?
I'm ready
to start recording. Okay.
You ready?
All right, here we go. We're recording in 3, 2, 1. And now everyone clap after I say, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cool. I realized maybe Should have taken off my hand warmers.
No, they're cute. I love hand warmers. I just
mean for clapping purposes. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. The hand warmers aren't going anywhere.
Oh, good. That's good because they're real cute. I love hand warmers.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I tore out my earbud.
I'm shocked by this news.
La, 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 la. So, are we going to read things that start the podcast?
Yeah, we are going to read things that start the podcast.
I'm capable of reading. I'm literate.
That is good. Not that we would want to test you on that, but let's test you on that.
No!
Okay, is everybody ready?
Ready?
Okay, Rissy, be aware that your mouse clicks and your typey is very loud.
Okay. Well, that's because my laptop just finally finished updating, so I actually managed to finagle a sound recording software on my work desktop, and I figured, you know what, tomorrow's my last day, so fuck everything.
That's fine. Do whatever you want. Just know that if the best thing tonight is going to be to keep it on the screens and don't go Googling.
Keep it on the screen. Don't go Google. Keep it on the screen.
Yep. Okay, she's got it. All right. Are you ladies ready?
I got this, home slices.
Okay, she's ready. Amanda's ready. Here we go. Hello, and welcome to episode 70 of the Dork Pridecast. My name is Blythe.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Rissy. We make up a comedy group called the Damsels of Dorkington. This is our podcast, and the inside of my mouth tastes vaguely like holiday office party food. That's also funny, depending on how much you like poop jokes. Segue. And also dick jokes, or if you're drunk, like I am right now. Right this very minute.
What exactly do office holiday food party foods taste like?
Poop.
Apparently, that's what I got from that.
Yes, that was the joke. That's the joke.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was just a bad segue.
Oh.
Because she's drunk.
I mean, there were some okay, like, chicken kebab things, but aside from that, it was from very mediocre ravioli. Not even the breaded kind.
Like the Chef Boyardee kind?
Not even the Chef Boyardee goodness. Because that's got whatever is in there, some kind of, like, chemical thing that addicts you to it. Or maybe it's nostalgia?
That could definitely be it.
Yeah, like,
Probably
so if there's like a chemical associated with nostalgia, it's definitely in Chef Boyardee ravioli. So whatever we were eating tonight did not have that. That's okay. I was not here for the food for the office party. I had free lasagna for lunch because my program is running a course on how to be a good PI, which for those of you who aren't in the science biz, is that basically how to run your own lab, how to be a principal investigator. And I'm in charge of ordering the food. I'm like, it's been cold as fuck. Carb fest. So I was mostly here for the wine, which is why I am drunk.
Well, you succeeded, so congratulations.
Thank you, Blythe.
It is clearly a successful holiday party.
I talked too much about my non-work activities at this party, so now...
No. Like such as?
Like you guys my books. I know, yeah, so some of my coworkers may be watching us as we speak. I'm
so sorry.
Just throwing that out there. Throwing that out there.
I swear, we're sometimes classy, but we just joke about dicks and poop a lot also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you're quitting / not doing more very soon.
Well, we're funded by a non-refundable grant, so it's not like this was a forever thing. I've been honored to work effectively for the NIH. So as a scientist studying other scientists for 2 years, I've wrangled a lot of data. I've learned that scientists are complete fucking idiots. And that has been my honor and my privilege. To serve you,
you
American people.
Think people are watching that normally don't.
Well, the people that are watching that now know about my comedy group as a result of my drunkenness at the office holiday party are like people that have participated in our programming but never misspelled their own names. So I do not file them into the group of idiots. Actually, at least one of those people, if they are watching, is like one of those like is gonna go on like a rocket fucking trajectory of amazing success. So I'm just like,
watch my comedy. I'm gonna make so many dick jokes.
Which I did that tonight in front of people that didn't know about air horns when I was explaining immunology things. Yes, that's what happened. I just did.
And how do they react to your air horns?
They liked it. They're Canadian. Well,
how do they not know what air horns are?
Well, so specifically the kind of air horns in trap music kind of meme, as it were. Sure. So it's one thing to know about air horns. It's one thing to know about the usage of air horns, and yeah.
I thought Justin Trudeau's entrance music was trap music and air horns.
I assume Justin Trudeau's entrance music as a WWE character is "Don't Hate Me Because I'm Beautiful."
Well. Oh man. Well, that sounds fun. But your last day is tomorrow, huh?
It's tomorrow, yeah.
So did they have this party specifically? Because it's weird to have an office party on a Wednesday. Did they have it because you were leaving?
No, they have it because it was just whatever day they were able to get the most people here, I think. And if I recall, the last 2 years of office holiday parties have been like basically in the middle of the week. They've never been on a Friday. So it's just a really nice coincidence.
Yeah, no, for sure. It works out well. My office party is on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. I've been upfront about having a comedy group and whatnot, but I've been kind of dodging specific questions from my
That's probably for the best. Not going to fault you on that. I
mean, obviously, I work in a company that makes video games, so and the things that we talk about in that room in my office are very similar to the things we talk about like on stage and on this podcast. So no one will be offended, but it's still just weird if your coworkers are watching your podcast.
Wait, but you also work for a cool video game company. I don't know much about the video games unless we're talking about Bubble Bobble, but yours is the one where there's the conductor of the poop train, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, is the coolest video game.
I mean, listen, you're not wrong. I do love the video franchise, or this specific video games franchise outside of my work.
Right.
I've loved it since long before I got the job. But yeah, it's just weird to have your coworkers watching your stuff. I don't know. So I
get you.
Like it's like still a little bit. We'll see how long it takes before I'm finally like, fuck it. Look up the Damsels of Dorkington, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Just show them the Dune video. All will be revealed.
Actually, I have at least one coworker that would highly appreciate that. So.
I like to think that if anyone is out there who loves Dune, will sense a kindred spirit in us. Because that fucking video.
I actually was making Dune jokes today while people ignored me and continued their conversation. But every time there was a lull, I would just insert another spice joke. I was like, I don't care. These aren't for you. They're for me. You keep having your conversation. I'm going to keep making spice jokes.
You're just dropping fat Dune bombs. Like, you don't even give a fuck. Just Dune, Dune.
As Rissy would say, how do you like my Gom Jabbar?
I love you. I love you guys. Not just because I'm drunk. I talked a lot about our group and about the things we've done, and I had to explain about Hamel Thrones. So I was asking him, like, is there anybody here in this crowd that can go an Aaron Burr / George Washington on Guns and Ships? Why do I know Guns and Ships? Well, that's because, because of Hamel Thrones.
It's because I have a Lin-Manuel problem.
Yes. Actually, we discussed In the Heights as well. And Bring It On the musical.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, holy shit, Blythe gave me the ammunition to seem like I'm so much more cultured than I actually am.
Show me where the ammunition is.
I love that. It was just such a weird coincidence.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I had a little discovery this week that I passed on to the girls. Lin-Manuel Miranda actually co-wrote the music for Bring It On, the musical. So it doesn't suck nearly as much as I am comfortable with. So
Right?
a
Well,
little
I mean,
strange.
I don't know why you would assume that it would suck. Why do you assume it would suck?
Get the fuck out of here, Amanda.
I mean,
thought the movie was okay.
no, you're right. That's the thing. The movie is way more than the sum. Like it's more than it should be. It is more than the sum of its parts, and you would think that it should suck, but it is oddly emotionally resonant. Also, like in the deleted scenes, is the foundation of one of the things that led to us rapping effectively. There's an amazing SAT vocabulary rap that turned into our I have the drunk hiccups.
Yes, you do.
That turned into our Shakespeare tragedy rap.
Oh, yeah. We actually got a lot when we were in our past life with our past group.
Our past life.
Yeah, I do refer to it as my past life. In our past life, we did a lot of like Bring It On stuff that we got straight out of Bring It On. Yes, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. There are just some movies that don't need to be turned into musicals.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Okay, because when you had said that, I'm like, oh, do you? Because like that's the movie that makes you forget that Eliza Dushku can't fucking act. Like she actually is.
I forgot.
Okay.
So I forgot she couldn't act.
Well, it's a really good role for her. It's basically like a reprise of the Faith role, only without supernatural shit.
Like she was clearly acting her whole time as Faith. Like it was I am an actor. I am reading lines and being a person that's not really me. Like you were always aware that she was acting.
I don't know. I think like the Bring It On role, she was still kind of the bad girl, and she does that decently well in terms of her, let's say, limited acting range.
Well, I think it's just one of those things you just get better as you do things more. But her early days as Faith, she was not good.
She's so pretty, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, she sucked in Dollhouse too, so there's that.
I didn't watch Dollhouse. I didn't have
Girl,
cable at that time.
it was like the show was great. The premise was awesome, but she was the co-creator, so that's why she got cast in that role, and she had no business doing it.
I was gonna say, yeah, her range is way too limited.
She can't play one character. She certainly can't play all
of the characters.
Which is I know enough about the concept of the show. That's the problem when you're the one who creates it. You kind of decides Jesus Christ, Rissy. Like you know, decide who gets to go in there, and she chose blah 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 blah. Yeah, like it's one of those things. Joss Whedon picked the wrong person to hang his hat on. That's a role that required far more than she could offer.
Right. It's not that he picked her to hang his hat on. They came up with the idea together. Like,
I mean, it's a great idea. Clearly, she's good at thinking.
Right. Well, you know, I'm just saying that's why she got the role.
Right.
Because
well, also, that's a show that needed to be on HBO. That's a show that had much, much darker themes than could be appropriately explored on anything other than cable television. You know, like there needed to be a lot more full nipple shots and a gratuitous violence.
To be fair, when Dollhouse came out, there was not the
Sopranos
of sure. I'm not saying that no shows had, but I'm just saying it's not like it's not like today where The Walking Dead on cable is able to pull off a bunch of shit, and then the Game of Thrones series over here is like.
Right, Dollhouse was weirdly ahead of its time in certain ways. Like, imagine Dollhouse, but not with imagine Dollhouse with someone who looks exactly like Eliza Dushku, but is her doppelganger from another world where she can act really well, and it's on HBO. Imagine that Dollhouse.
I would be fine with all of that.
Let your mind be blown with the magnificence of that Dollhouse.
It's literally leaking out of my ears right now.
Right. Yeah. It's unfortunately people that come up with ideas are not necessarily the best people to execute them. Lord knows I know that.
Oh my God. It's so true. Especially like that's just the prime example. So
yeah. No, that's why you have to have a good muse. You got to have a good team. That's why I always prefer to be in an ensemble cast so I can just write the shit and have people far more talented than I am executed.
Well, not everybody can do anything. Not everybody can do anything. Not everybody can
My drunkenness is contagious.
Yeah, I know. You're making me not able to talk. My IQ is lowering just listening to you be drunk.
Said I'm not even a Republican. Trogdor strikes again.
But yes, it's you have to know your own strengths and weaknesses and let other people step up and do what you can't. So.
Well, and the truth is that watching other people execute as somebody who's written stuff like this, watching other people execute things far better than you ever could. Like, if you're super bound up in your own ego, it's hard to deal with, but really, it's a beautiful thing, right? When it's like, this is the thing that you created and you've given it to someone whose talent to execute the thing far exceeds your own, and it has become, this is the truth of your vision, right? This is what you imagined it would be in its, I don't know, fucking platonic form, right? This is it perfected. That's, again, if you have serious ego issues, that's going to cause a lot of problems. But if you can let go of that, then watching somebody else, it's not even a student master kind of thing. It's just like, oh, this is what the thing was meant to be. This is the thing that was in my mind, but now it's moved beyond me, and it's beautiful and perfect.
Beautiful and perfect.
And I say that about our parody shows. Full of dick jokes.
Totes. And dick hand puppets.
And dick hand puppets.
Created amazingly by our very own Amanda.
I remember when Amanda sent us the picture of that fucking thing. I almost shit myself.
See, and that's the thing. Amanda's our fucking in-house artist, and when Rissy says, "Can you make me a dick puppet?"
Well, it was supposed to be a hat, and then she turned it into a puppet. I didn't have the idea for a dick puppet. It was a hat that was supposed to be a dick, and then she made it a puppet.
Oh, that's true.
Credit where
credit is due.
A hat. That's dumb. I'm gonna make it a puppet.
Yeah,
and that'll
originally,
be fun. And also easier.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be Amanda was going to be Theon Greyjoy's dismembered penis with only a dick hat. And then she had the idea of making it a googly-eyed dick puppet, and that's far funnier than what I came up with originally. Again, if you have serious ego issues, like maybe Joss Whedon does, you see other people as getting in the way of your vision when really collaborative work makes it so much better than it originally was, because that fucking dick puppet is the greatest thing that I have ever seen. That fucking thing with its googly eyes. Oh, fuck.
Well, we have a couple of
its balls.
Oh God.
Its mouth is just okay.
All right, we do have a couple of things we need to attend to before we go completely off the rails here.
Yes.
Too late. Already off the rails.
God, I love that puppet.
I know. I wish you had that puppet right now, because I would just put it in your hands.
Fuck, it's so good.
Let you go.
Yeah,
I've been mentioning that I've been working on a new website, and it finally is not only finished, but has been released upon the world. So if you go to dorkpride.com right now, it will take you to a beautiful new website created with the help of Squarespace. Thank God for that fucking website. I am very excited about this. And, also, for the first time in a very long time, we are selling our own merchandise, not just the TeePublic merchandise. And I have a whole lot of stuff, which I've talked about previously as well.
Used underwear, now it's for you. Side effects may include an excess of awesome.
I do not have used underwear on the website, but if you want that, you can email us at damsels@dorkpride.com. However, there's lots of other stuff, and you can buy all of it, and some of it is on sale, because some of it, I fucking am desperate for you to get it out of my living room.
We will rub our crotches on it if that's what it takes.
Whatever you want. If you have special requests, damsels@dorkpride.com. I'll rub it on my cats. I'll rub it on my pussy.
That has to go on the highlight reel.
That is, I'm very excited about that being a thing. So please check it out. And we'll be adding things there as we go. And the other thing I wanted to hit real quick is, since the last podcast, some shit hit the fan with Patreon.
Oh, Jesus Christ, and how?
So, I just wanted to touch on that really quickly. Fortunately, that problem resolved itself today. So
Yes, it did.
Christmas miracle, y'all.
it is. It's a fucking Christmas miracle. It's so everything is fine now. But you may have heard that Patreon was going to change how they are charging patrons. Whereas previously, all fees and surcharges and things were taken out of donations after the donations had been taken. So if you gave $10, you gave $10, and then they took out their fees and whatnot from there, and then we got the rest. Well, Patreon,
Which is as it should be, because that's what makes sense.
sure.
But they decided.
They decided that if you pledged $1, you had actually pledged your soul, and that meant that Patreon.com could funnel your life force out of your body.
Right. So they decided that if you pledge $10, you will pay that $10 plus a 35-cent fee and 2.9% on top of that as well. So $10 turned into like, I don't.
Patreon basically was like, you've got 2 balls and 1 dick. We're going to take a dick or 1 ball.
That's true. That's exactly what they were like. So, they went back today and said, okay, we hear you. Everyone's mad. Patrons are mad. Creators are mad. You're all mad. So we're not going to do this. We'll just leave it how it was. Sorry.
Fucking dumbasses. This is what happens with public offerings. Ah, God.
So it's fine. Everything is fine. But yeah, this whole week I've just been watching this unfold and being like, what the fuck? Yeah. So in case you're not super familiar with Patreon, there are a lot of people out there who donate small amounts to a lot of different creators. And Patreon was going to charge them this like 35-cent fee on every
single one.
Every patron.
Yes.
Yeah, every patron. Yeah.
This is what comes of having shareholders.
Is that the deal?
Yeah, basically. Well, so the thing is, once you have shareholders, you must commit yourself to the capitalist ideal of uncontrolled growth, which, as in biology, we call cancer. And that's the only metric of success. And that means charging people more for stupid shit. Ultimately. Fuck capitalism, also.
But it meant if you were someone who was pledging $1 to 100 different creators, which there are people out there that like, they want to, they're like, I like a bunch of things. I want to give them all a little bit of money. Well, that $100 a month now becomes $150 a month with all the fees, because it's 35 cents plus whatever onto every.
That's basically what I do.
Every single one.
Yeah, I support multiple creators. This is, this is not okay.
If you're pledging a large amount, if you're pledging $20 to a couple different things, that's not as big of a deal as it. So it's like, it's really hitting the smaller donators, which tend to be like your biggest pool of pledges.
Right.
And so there were a lot of people that are patrons as well as creators had problems with it, because the creators are like, we're fine paying for you taking that fee out of our cut.
Yeah,
don't charge. Because that's not fair. That's not how it should work. It shouldn't ever be the person paying for the thing, especially in this sort of instance. Like, it doesn't.
Right. Yeah, let us absorb the fees. Jesus Christ. Again, once you become an IPO, once you become publicly traded, that's pretty much what happens. You no longer are beholden to your clients, your customers, whatever. Now you're beholden to shareholders, which is a synonym for assholes who ruin everything. Yeah.
The really baffling part of watching all of this go down is that we actually could have fixed this problem as creators. All we had to do was a little math.
Right.
And we could have absorbed those costs ourselves, basically.
Well, and I'd seen a post from someone who was like, here are the, like, if you had been pledging $1, like, here's the amount that you should now pledge to make it equal $1. Like, you will pledge, like, 63 cents or something like that. And it's like, we would like you to stay as a patron. We will gladly take less, but we don't want to lose, like, all of these people that have become, like, our base of people that, which is understandable if you have, like, I have this amount of money to play with, and now that each dollar is actually $1.40, then I have fewer people that I can donate to. And that was the problem a lot of people were having, which is understandable. Like, it
fucking sucks. I don't want to do triage amongst my supported groups.
Yeah, no,
but there were a lot of people that had to, and
in fact, we lost a couple of patrons in it.
We lost a decent handful of people.
Yeah.
Well, so at least Patreon is admitting, like, not only they're like, oh, well, corporate metrics, backward flow synergy, they did actually admit that they fucked up. They straight up came up and said, we're sorry, we made a mistake. So there's that at least.
So...
Still, it would have been better if they never fucking done it in the first place. Again, being publicly traded is garbage, and I hate capitalism. So
anyway, that's, if you heard anything about that, don't worry. And if you left, we understand.
Yes, we do.
And if you want to come back, feel free. But, the problem is fixed now, which is great. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to math and make our levels like pledge $9.35 and you'll get.
But Blythe, you're pretty good at the maths.
Sure. I just didn't want to try to explain to people why is it $9.35 and not $10.
Right.
That's the next thing that would happen is everyone would be confused.
It's like pennies. Why do we even have those things?
Amen, sister. Even nickels are a little iffy for me.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't kick a nickel out of bed. I'll grab it and put it in my wallet, but
I won't. I might bend over for a quarter, maybe.
Oh well, yeah, quarters. That's good eating.
Maybe, but anything smaller, for sure not. I'm not gonna pick up a dime or a nickel.
I won't stop on a dime.
Nope.
That era has ended. Thanks, inflation. Ruined all the good metaphors. Lol.
Amanda did a group-related thing this week as well.
Go on.
So, speaking of Patreon-related things, one of our levels, one of our top levels, is that every quarter you get a personalized care package. So I sent out the past quarter's care package, and it included some art that I made. So it was to Mary Henderson and Josh Griffiths, and I took their picture that they both have used for their profile picture, which is it's such a great picture. I've always since they use it for a lot of stuff and I really like it, it's very cute. So I made an art out of it for them. I also made a card that was a pop-up card. So you open it up and it's like a little, I know, I actually took video of it and I haven't done anything with it.
I was gonna say, I haven't gotten to see that shit. Why are you holding out on us?
Yeah, didn't even know that you made that, let alone see it.
I forgot that I did because I took video and then realized my TV was going in the background. And so I'd done like me holding it from the bottom and me holding it from the top. And so I was going to edit it to make it watchable. And then I forgot all about it until just now.
Well,
because that's what I do.
Not like any of the rest of us have ever done anything along those lines.
No, I know. Just me. Everybody else remembers all the things.
All the things.
I remember none of the things.
I definitely remember to go first every time without help.
Oh, Josh is here in the chat and says that was a selfie from an iPhone. Well, it's a fantastic selfie.
Yeah, it's really
good.
And
I love it.
It's very cute. So cute.
So cute.
I love it.
Yeah. So, do you have a picture of the piece of art that you made?
Yes.
I would love to see it because I saw it half made, but I didn't even get to see the finished product.
I think I got to see the finished thing.
Oh yeah, because I think
nice for you, Rissy.
I think I had sent it to Rissy because I assumed I'd already sent it to you.
No,
But I guess I think I'd only sent you.
That's right, Beast Man. Yeah.
I'm very upset about it.
I get all the finished artwork, Beast Man.
Ah, there, I sent it. You can see it
thank
now.
You
So,
funny
yeah.
fool.
If you want a quarterly care package, then you can become a patron at the, what is that, $75 a month level? And we will, oh yeah, that's really cute. So yeah, and we will personalize them and send you things. The one before this was Game of Thrones themed because that was our new show at Gen Con.
Once I have access to my material possessions again, those words didn't work the way they worked in my head. I might, like for a care package, I might send someone my first character ever created. I'm just saying.
Ever created.
Created.
That is crazy.
Palladium FRP for life. I'm just saying for $75 a month.
I'm also excited because when we're together here in a couple weeks, Amanda and I are planning some arts.
Oh god, you guys are going to kill me, aren't you, and make art out of my corpse.
Yes.
Listen, corpse schmorps.
Can that be the title of this show?
Corpse
Schmorps. Sure. Josh, write it down for me, will you?
Corpse
but yeah, Amanda and I are planning some art things, and then so we'll probably make some videos out of those, and then also put them in care packages. So just another incentive. You can have one of a kind art, and
Damsel originals.
You can also get a behind the scenes video of how we made it and how drunk we were when we made it.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably that will be pretty drunk because.
Hey, art requires drunkenness.
I mean, arts and crafts, man. Arts and crafts and wine. All those painting places where it's like paint and drink.
I know, I've never done one of those, but I've always wanted to.
Did you guys see that thing I retweeted, which was like, goodbye, Xanax, hello, LSD, which was a tagline from a news show, and somebody had captured it, me leaving 2017 and entering into 2018. And I'm like, yes.
Anyway,
I went to one of those painting things. I really enjoyed the piece of art that I went.
Actually, it was pretty good.
I was impressed with myself.
It did not suck. I was impressed.
But yeah, I did not have the best time because I went by myself, and yeah, it was.
Yeah, that wouldn't be as fun. I
was stuck between some weirdos, and then everyone else like came with a friend, and so I was like, "Oh, this is awkward."
Did you paint? Like, did some people get naked and other people would paint them?
No.
Oh.
I said it was awkward, not weird.
Well, depending on the person and person's group of friends, one friend could be the naked friend.
I did not sign up for that.
But
then the other people would paint them.
Like, paint and drink things go. It's usually, here are the pictures that we can do, and it's...
That's true. Yeah. Like, having naked friends and then drink and paint, that sounds too much like the 1700s.
That's just a good Friday night.
I mean, sure. Don't get me wrong.
Or a bad Friday night, depending on which role you're in.
Also, why have we not started our own Kickstarter for this shit?
Because
drink and paint, but naked.
Butt naked.
Butt naked.
Wait, that's what we would call it.
How about we all just, as we're painting, we're just sitting there naked.
Right.
So
like
we're painting like a flower in a vase, but we're all naked.
Or you're painting naked and I'm painting naked, but I'm painting you painting naked. And then some other Rissy is over here also painting naked, but she's painting me naked, painting you naked.
This is too much fucking Rick and Morty meta shit. Like,
I'm just saying.
Or we bring another person in to pose fully clothed. So we sit there naked.
And we paint them naked. It's
Yes.
the reverse aristocrats.
Yes.
I actually love that idea.
Okay, so we can have Sean pose, and we can all sit there naked.
We'll all be there naked painting.
It's just like, oh no.
I feel like there's a sketch video in this.
Actually, I agree. This is an excellent idea.
And then we can do the Maria Bamford thing where we're like blurred out.
Right.
Yes.
Shift outside of it.
But then we jump and you see our tits.
Yes.
Right. Wang.
That will definitely be a patron-only special.
Patron-only video. Yeah, you have to be the $100 level or above for that shit. And you may still end up blind like a second edition Dungeons and Dragon nymph. Just saying.
We could put out 2 versions. We could put out the blurred version to the public.
Right.
And then the patrons can get the
And they will still end up blind.
I mean, whatever.
Okay, so here's the thing about second edition Dungeons and Dragons nymphs. So they could murder someone by getting naked. They are so beautiful that the sight of them unclothed will render you blind or dead.
Is that because you just start fapping so much that you go blind?
I assume so,
And
yeah.
are dehydrated?
Yeah, and then you die. So I always wonder, like, what about just, I think toplessness is like an insta-blind and fully naked is an insta-kill. But if you have a charisma of 17 or higher, they will try to mate with you because nymphs lay eggs in second edition Dungeons and Dragons. They are only female and they are only egg laying. And basically, if you have a charisma of 17 or higher, you're probably a paladin. So they basically kidnap paladins to inseminate them for egg laying purposes. And then I assume we're like, whoa, I took my top off. And the paladin's like, blind, worth it. Like, nymph titties. So I'm just saying that what we're offering our patrons could potentially be life-threatening.
I don't think it could be.
I feel like that's a bit. You're talking about people who have ego problems. If you're calling us all nymphs, I think that you have some
I'm
ego
just saying
problems.
we all have nice titties. Don't lie. Don't be falsely modest. You all agree with me. We all have really nice tits.
Okay, so Amanda, what did you do last week?
Oh, you know what? I finally watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh,
yeah.
the films. Did you get them?
No.
Oh.
I was kind of annoyed by how cheesy a lot of the jokes were, and I know that's kind of the point, but it was
less cheesy than the first one.
It was still pretty cheesy.
Well, sure.
I actually enjoyed it more after I watched. So I have been trapped in a YouTube hole for weeks now for videos from a creator that we support on Patreon. Her name is Lindsay Ellis.
I love her.
She does a lot of video essays on nerdy things.
They're very awesome.
Yes, she's very funny and very clever. But she was doing one about like all the feels from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
There are many feels in there.
And as I'm watching her talk about this movie that I just saw, I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, like, I'm just a crabby person, I think. And so I was just like, this is dumb. This is... But, yeah.
Amanda, you should
So I was very happy to... What?
You should try enjoying things.
Yeah, I know, I should.
Fun,
It's pretty great sometimes.
right?
That's what I've heard.
Unironically, even.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, it's great to enjoy things ironically, but
I generally
unironic
just
enjoyment.
don't. I don't enjoy things out of irony. I either do or usually I just don't because I'm crabby. So
Did you see those pictures of like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse where one is the crab with the knife in its claws and one is the fish smoking a cigarette and one is Pizza Rat? I can't remember what the 4th one is, but they're all amazing. You could be that crab.
okay.
And it's just got a knife and it's like, I'll fuck you up, I'm a crab.
Okay, I'd be good with that.
All right, there we go. That's a
Yeah.
very enjoyable crab, a non-ironically enjoyable crab.
You have to hold the knife, but you also have to sing Under the Sea.
Under the sea, under the sea. I've got a knife here. We'll take your life here under the sea.
Okay, then no. That
Okay.
sounds too cheerful.
Like the way it's
I'm not gonna do
brandishing
that.
it, it's like a fucking pirate crab. It's like an Errol Flynn era pirate crab. But the fish with the cigarette in his mouth is amazeballs.
Horrifying.
I mean, I assume that it, like, you know, it was in the water and the fish was like, is this food? Bleh. And somebody photographed it at the exact right moment, but it really looks like this fish is fucking taking a drag.
It's tired of putting up with your shit too, so
It
it's
is.
just like, ugh.
Just like my poor vagina bats.
I feel for that fish. I feel
Yeah.
for that fish a lot.
Blythe, are you the fish? Are you, of the three of us, are you the fish that smokes?
Oh, God.
So if Amanda's the,
I
I
mean,
guess that makes me pizza
Rissy,
rat.
I was gonna say, obviously you are pizza rat,
I'm
so
definitely pizza rat. So Amanda is pirate crab. You Blythe are smoking fish, and I am pizza rat.
Fucking fuck all this shit.
I stab you.
Especially this
Stab.
rat and his fucking pizza.
Give me my goddamn pizza. I drag it away. It's larger than me. I drag it away to eat and eat and eat.
God. Have either of you seen The Punisher?
What, are we talking the Dolph Lundgren version?
No,
I don't think
Sash, the fucking Netflix thing.
No, I tried. I didn't
The
want
Punisher
to.
is a stupid hero, and
He's
Garth
not a-
Ennis
He's
made
not
him
a hero. That's
Well,
it's
no,
like, and
yes.
I don't want to watch. Like, he's not. There's not even a. Yeah, he's just not a good person, and I don't like.
No, he's a really bad person, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of cool when Garth Ennis made it so that his dick got shot off.
oh God.
But that was Garth Ennis, and he's a little scary.
I just finished it this weekend, and there was so much toxic masculinity. I was just like, what?
Also,
Really
did you
nice.
guys ever watch the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s?
No.
The animation was not great, but their depiction of the guy that they had voicing Peter Parker, even though he was like built like a fucking like brick shithouse, like he didn't look like Peter Parker was supposed to look, but the voice was dead on. The Punisher shows up and is like, I must break you, because I'm imagining him as voiced by Dolph Lundgren. But he was just like so annoying. He's like, I will destroy you, for you are a criminal and all criminals are guilty. And I'm like, is this actually the Punisher, or is this the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider? I said to myself before the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider was the thing, because I was trapped in a time loop. But it was just, that was when my hatred of the Punisher formed. I'm like, fuck you, Frank Castile Castle, whatever. Like, you're just so one note. Like, you're just the ultimate, you're the final form, you're the final boss form of man pain. Of, I had a family, they all got crammed into the fridge where dead extraneous characters go, and now I'm an asshole who kills everyone. Not entertaining.
Yeah, well, the Netflix show also got like
Or rather,
gratuitous.
well, sure. I mean, thanks, Garth Ennis.
Sure, but like it was so bad it was making Sean squirm a little bit, and
Did they shoot his dick off?
shocking. No, obviously not yet. Yeah, apparently it got picked up for a second season, so yay. I already told Sean, I was like, you're watching that one by yourself. I do not give a shit. I sat through this one. It was horrible. It was torture. I wanted it to be over. And like the one strong female character
Right.
in this one, holy shit, she was fucking worthless.
Yep, that's the Punisher
She
for
was
you.
so worthless and stupid, and was just like making all these choices. It's like, why would you show up? Why are you not wearing any gear? Why did you not bring anyone with you? What, like, it was just mind-boggling. I was
The
like,
Punisher is, as far
good
as I'm
writing,
concerned, one of
guys.
the, like ultimate weakest elements in the Marvel canon. I'm like, fuck that shit. I actually enjoyed the way the Punisher was introduced into Daredevil. He works far better as an antagonist than as a protagonist. But even as an antagonist, he's just so annoying. I'm like, when is this guy just done? Okay, like, there's a Stephen King short story called Dolan's Cadillac that is basically the Punisher if it didn't suck. And you know why it doesn't suck? Because it's a story about a dude whose family was murdered by the mob, who gets vengeance on the mobster in particular, and that's it. It's a short story. Stephen King, of all people, understands the limits of fiction and the fact that you can't extend a man pain trope issue after issue after issue. Dolan's Cadillac is an amazing short story, and I highly recommend everybody read it. But, yeah, that's the thing. The Punisher is like the anti-Dolan's Cadillac because it's the same story in a shitty alternate world where it never stops.
Speaking of never stopping, goddamn, Rissy, you are just running on.
I'm so drunk. I think I've polished off like 2.5 bottles of wine.
That should kill you. That should kill a person. That's
right?
A lot of wine.
At least a horse. But Dolan's Cadillac is such a good story.
But are there fairies?
Thank God, no.
Why do you have to even bring that up?
I'm sorry. I know. PTSD.
Yeah, Blythe. Twist the knife a little further, why don't you?
I can't help it sometimes. It's Stockholm Syndrome.
I drew a porg for you guys, and you didn't even, like, talk about it at all. You were just like,
when did this happen? I haven't seen a porg.
Blythe called it gross, and you just said, lol, 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 lol.
I don't think she realized you made it.
That was right before I went to bed that I actually looked at it. But I love porgs. I think it's great.
I didn't know you drew it.
Yeah, I did.
I thought you just found that picture.
I'm not gonna just like. Oh, that's lame. That's
Why are you insulting Amanda's professional credentials?
She was just sending it to us. I didn't.
You had just posted the thing about wanting to make a shirt with porgs in your butt, and so I made a design for
porgs in your butt, looking like a fool with the porgs in your butt.
Well, you feel free to put it on TeePublic.
I mean, we will probably get sued.
No, they'll just tell us to stop it.
Totally worth it. Actually, would the text "my butt is a porg clown car," like, would that, if we didn't actually advertise it as being Star Wars Episode 8 related, could we sell that?
I mean, probably. I don't think anyone's gonna buy it.
I would buy it.
Well, you don't count. We're not gonna make a design so that literally you will buy it, and that's it.
Why not?
Because you're a mess.
I am such a mess.
Speaking of messy, I'm sure this is gonna be sloppy as fuck. But Rissy, do you want to propose a question and we all answer it?
Oh God, why is this happening now?
Because it's after 9 already.
I was gonna say it's kind of time.
It's close to midnight.
No,
something that is lurking near.
You have the rights to that music. Ask your fucking question.
Right. So I actually went in and wrote this before.
Thank God.
No, I was drunk though. Like, I didn't write it before I was drunk. I wrote it before the show happened.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
All right. What I wrote was #Dork Pride Chat. What Xmas gift would you get your fave role-playing character? Let's pretend we're in the Eternian version of Christmas. So at least the 3 wise men exist. Ha 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 ha. The 80s. That's what I wrote. If any of you don't know, the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special features He-Man trying to instruct Earth children in the story of the biblical Christmas without actually going too far into the Jeebus. So you do, I believe the 3 wise men are in fact mentioned. So, like, what if you were Christmas shopping for your role-playing character, your favorite one, what would you buy them?
Well, you have to go first.
As
yes,
always.
It's true. This is a true fact that I've internalized and did not forget. What would I buy?
Liar.
So
a sloppy drunken liar.
I am sloppy drunk. My favorite character is Vesper. who was a blind fighter bard, and totally wailed on everything. She was married to a dwarf named Vidar, who was.
I'm sorry, Rissy, is this just an excuse for you to tell us about your character?
Yes. Not even my final form.
Well, so that's gonna do it for this episode.
What would I
but
buy
seriously,
I would buy her a new harp, like some kind of magical harp. Her harp got busted, and I don't think we ever replaced it.
Is that a euphemism for her vagina?
Maybe, actually. She did get pregnant with Demon Babby at one point. So,
okay.
But otherwise I was going to say some kind of eye replacement, but then I remembered since she was blind because her eyes, like, biologically, like, just stopped working, and then a lich ate them, and so she had them replaced with star sapphires.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Seems legit.
But yes, I would buy Vesper, my blind fighter bard from 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons. Thunder Rift setting, Mystara for life. A new harp. A magical harp.
That's so nice. Amanda, what would you buy? What would you gift your favorite character? And please spend 30 minutes telling us about your character first.
Right. Wait, did I spend 30 minutes? I've lost some time.
No, we just get trapped at Gen Con while people do that to us. It's really
one time my character took the form of a spacefaring cat, and you see, they were not in fact born amongst the Dark Elven cake bakers, but they were raised by the Dark Elven cake bakers, and so I negotiated with the game master, and they were allowed me to play them as if they were.
She's going to do it in real time, so she's actually going to do this for 30 minutes.
I'm going to tell you about my character.
I'm going to go take a dump. I'll see you guys when I'm done.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun thing.
She
Sorry,
won't be finished. So.
I was very bad and interrupted. Please go on.
I mean, the character in our campaign now is certainly up there,
right?
In favorites. So, something I've been planning on getting her in game if we ever end up in a large city that isn't immediately sacked by a giant horde of.
I know,
demons.
right? Finally get to the large city, and then it's immediately destroyed.
It would be the prosthetic tail.
Oh, yeah.
Replaced, but that has a hidden compartment in it for secreting away monies, since she is the one who holds the group's monies. And nobody else in the group has any idea how much monies we have.
It's true.
Probably more than she says.
I was going to say, my character's a monk, so she doesn't care about money, but
yeah,
other characters in the party probably care about money.
No, there's a paladin, a druid, a monk, and a cleric. Not a cleric who is nobility and therefore doesn't really care so much.
Oh, that's a really good point, actually. None of us are set up to care about money, so you could basically just whatever you wanted with the party funds.
I already have before. Someone was like,
which are
can I have my share? And I'm like, yes, here is your share. That's totally 1/5 of all the money that I have. Yep, it is. There you go. It wasn't.
But no, that's brilliant. Like,
so
your character has many reasons to care about money. The rest of the party has basically no reason to care about money.
Yep.
Also, John Latch in the chat hilariously says he was planning on founding a business on the idea that for $5 a minute, you can tell attractive women about your character. And it will be recorded for a time capsule. That is brilliant. John Latch?
I would sit on the phone if you were paying me a certain amount.
$5 a minute?
Yeah. I'll take like $1.99. I'm fucking sure. You can tell me about your character all fucking day if you're paying by the minute. Won't even charge a premium.
You can talk to me for $1.99 for the first minute and $4.99 for each additional minute, darling. You're a Libra, aren't you? Amanda, isn't time for your safe word?
No.
Oh. Sorry, that wasn't racist enough.
Amanda can use her safe word whenever she feels uncomfortable. It doesn't just have to be racist things that make her uncomfortable.
No, that was a Miss Cleo impression. You would think it would make anyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that bitch wasn't even actually Jamaican.
That's true.
Is really not that racist to begin with.
Well, okay, fine.
Boom. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you all know, I play a lot of role-playing games very, very frequently, so I'm glad that Rissy asked this question.
So what would you buy Sailor Moon?
No, I am answering! You leave me alone! So, my favorite role-playing character, she's actually a half elf, half orc,
What?
half cat pixie, and she's a Palladian bard, and her name is Eclampsia. So for Christmas, for a holiday gift, I would get her smelling salts because that bitch passes out a lot.
I would assume so.
So, boom, fix your problem. Yeah, so don't tell me I need to answer a different question. I'll tell you my role-playing character.
I'll say the words that I want to say, and you can't make me say different words because I'm not going to say different words. I'm going to say these words.
These
For
words.
the record, if we do ever create characters and play a game, I am totally naming my character Eclampsia.
It's pretty great. I'm not going to lie.
I had a WoW character briefly named Nyceria. So that was...
I had a WoW character named Smagema. She was a mage. It was appropriate.
What a surprise.
I mean,
What a savings by Grandpa's hammer.
what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh.
What would you buy Smagema in Warcraft?
I didn't play Smagema very long. So I don't know. That was so long ago. I got nothing. That was also a past life for me.
Jason points out in the chat that there are character sheets for all of the Sailor Senshi for 5th edition.
Of course there are.
So,
surprising literally no one.
Yeah, so I'm just saying you could buy one of them something.
I certainly don't want to buy Sailor Moon or anything. She's literally my least favorite Senshi.
Well, I mean, obviously. Her name is Usagi, and all she does is eat and cry and be stupid.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
I mean, sure, it's great to be Sailor Moon. It's not great to be anyone other than Sailor Moon within the universe of Sailor Moon.
I never was quite sure why Sailor Moon was the protagonist of that fucking thing.
Because Shia LaBeouf's character was the protagonist of the Transformers movies. The worst possible exemplar of human beings is what people assume the audience will want as a stand-in.
Well, it's horrible.
Yes. So, I mean, we know your favorite Senshi is Sailor Saturn, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
It's hard to argue with a glaive.
I mean, she's like the Sailor Senshi of, like, complete and utter destruction.
I was going to say, the first time I heard the words Dark Sailor Scout of Destruction, I was like, I've never been interested in this series before, but the hell you say?
Yeah,
Dark Sailor Scout of Destruction, you say? And she wields a glaive, also known as a lock of her axe. The hell you say?
Yeah. Plus, she was a villain for a little while as well.
Sure. Yeah, it was really one of the only, like, truly gripping parts, at least for me, of any of Sailor Moon. I'm like, oh, wow, a character with genuine internal conflicts. Holy shit.
Yeah, she's pretty... Oh, that's why I prefer the outer Senshi and not the inner Senshi.
I mean, the outer Senshi are dope as fuck. Sailor Pluto?
I know.
Wow. That hair alone, just her artwork was like,
don't even...
damn, girl.
Yeah, they were like... All the inner Senshi are pretty... Like, they're not totally two-dimensional, but...
They're basic bitches of Senshi, though.
They're basic bitches, and then you get to the outer planets, and they're just so much more nuanced and layered and interesting.
And lesbians.
So, there's that.
Oh, I saw a lesbian rock and roll musical.
Did you go see Lizzie Borden?
Yes, I did!
Oh my god, I hate you.
It was amazing. It was lesbians, murder, and rock and roll. The devil's music. It was exactly what I would expect of feminist musical theater.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I wanted to see it so badly.
It's so good. You will not be disappointed when you get to see it. It's very good. I really liked it.
So if you're in Chicago, is it still running?
Yes, I believe so, but not for much longer. By the Firebrand Theater, which is a feminist theater collective thing.
Yeah.
It's so good, though.
It combines two of my favorite things, which is musicals and true crime. So
and yeah, like there's a splash zone for this musical.
Yes, so it's like Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's so good, and I love rock operas. I'm a big fan of rock operas, and so I would say it's really less musical and more sung through rock opera. In terms of like traditional kind of stage number sorts of things, and yeah, it was great. And the fact they added in a lot of things like childhood sexual trauma and hot, sexy lesbian romance really added many awesome dimensions. Not a lesbian. I am a fan of lesbian romance, though.
Well, there you go. So check it out if you're in Chicago.
Yeah, Lizzie, or whenever you get the chance, Lizzie is an amazing musical, and I really enjoyed it.
I'm good if you're good, Amanda, if you want to close us on out.
Okay, well then that's really, for reals this time, going to be it for this episode of the Dork Pridecast. Of course, as always, we want to give a big thank you to Sarah Donner for allowing us to use music off of her latest album, Black Hole Heart.
You can find the Damsels of Dorkington on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can also join our Facebook group by searching for Dork Pride Worldwide.
In addition to checking out our amazing new website, you should also look at our Patreon at patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington, where besides becoming one of our favorite people, you can also get access to rewards that are only available there, such as being on the list of super awesome thank you for staying patrons that we thank at the end of the podcast, like these people. How are we going to do this, you guys?
However you want to do it. You're the drunk one. You'll come up with crazier ideas than we will at the moment.
I'm starting to sober up vaguely. I mean, like right now my brain is in role playing. Oh yeah, let's create a character class and level for each and maybe race for each of our patrons that we're discussing.
Mm-hmm.
How about them? How about them?
Yeah, that sounds great.
John Haight, you are 7th level, 1st edition Dungeons and Dragons gnome, which means you have gnome racial abilities, which is to say you're not exactly a halfling and you're an illusionist. You can cast illusion spells and do not suck at them. Unfortunately, illusion spells do not work on undead, so zombies ate you. I'm very sorry. Mary Henderson is a 15th level, 3.5 sorcerer. They nerfed Meteor Swarm, and I can't do anything about that. They nerfed Quicken Spell, and you can no longer cast 3 Meteor Swarms around. I can't help you. I may have been very frustrated by that, the transition between 3rd edition and 3.5, and the fact that you can't cast 3 Meteor Swarms around anymore. Bah!
I was also very frustrated. I almost rage quit life over it.
Yeah, likewise. Joshua Griffith, 2nd level, 2nd edition, multi-classed. Not dual class, note, but multi-classed. What's the most ridiculous multi-class combination possible? You're a human, but you are a fighter thief mage. That was actually a thing you could do in 2nd edition. You could be a fighter thief mage, and you have to divide all your experience points over 3 classes, so have fun leveling. Lol, 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 never. Richard Hirsch, you are a 20th level Byte, B-Y-T-E. You're that thing from Tron. You can say yes or no. You're very high level, so you can do it a lot. That's somebody's house rules that we're using right there. They made Tron into an RPG setting. And by they, I mean me. And by me, I mean somebody who really likes to turn hog for Bruce Boxleitner. Moving on to Josh and Jessica Rowell. You are a pair of characters. So, while you're technically separate people, you're actually run by the same player, whose GM allowed them to run 2 characters at the same time. And you are siblings, you're both elves, and you're ruining my campaign from 2004 in an alternate timeline, and one of you is an elf paladin, and the other one is an elf shitsack, and I hate
This
you
doesn't
both.
really sound like an alternate timeline so much as just putting them into the role of something that actually happened.
This actually happened in a game I was playing. I don't even remember. So the GM was fucking spineless.
I didn't ask for specifics.
No, this
I
is
just
not
was
story
saying.
time. This is not story time. Go
Okay.
on.
Anyway, so that's just Jessica Rowell at you. Oh, let's see. And finally, Sean Palmer, you are a 0 level peasant from 2nd edition, but don't despair. You can roll on your background. If you're very lucky, you could roll noble, or you could roll high-class prostitute.
And then you're just rolling on your back.
Right? And that's almost like being a noble, so hey, why not?
All right. That's that works for me. I guess this is an even numbered episode.
It is.
So Amanda, would you like to start?
Sure. We have Travis and Wendy Mays, who are a pair of windlings from Earth Dawn.
Oh shit.
And they like to fly around and buzz people's ears and make them flip them away. But
They don't have levels, they have
useful.
circles.
That's too much information.
yeah. Okay.
Aaron Felsen is a dragon-born warlock.
Have you been playing D&D and holding out on me and Amanda?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's all. Yeah,
You
that's what he
fucking
is.
bitch.
Yeah, that's what he is. So sorry. I mean, awesome, but sorry.
Okay. Then there's John Kozlowski, who is a 17th level owlbear.
That's very true.
Also, we have Greg Milliken, who is a 3rd level human fighter. Sorry, Greg, you're kind of a basic bitch.
No,
Aw.
fighters can be awesome. It just generally need to level a bit more.
Sure.
Then we also have John Latch, who is a 3rd level half-elf ranger. It's his first character, so.
Ha! You're not wrong.
Also, Justin Mansfield, who is an 8th level elf ranger hunter specifically.
What is his race that he hates, that he hunts?
Not
Not actual like race like of humans. Let's not go there. But like
Trolls. Trolls
Yes.
are always good to hate.
yeah.
I was gonna go half orc, but sure, we'll go trolls.
Yes. Always go trolls.
That's fine. I'm good.
Once you go troll, you're never gonna lol.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it.
That sounds real sad. If you're never gonna lol
Well, yeah, because you got sexed by a horrifying regenerating creature made out of mold.
Your hated creature isn't necessarily something that raped you. It's
Well,
just
no,
something
but I'm
that-
just saying that once you go blank, you're never gonna blank. Usually refers to something you had sex with.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. That's not where I went, but I'm much more innocent than you.
Is it opposite
or
day?
something. Sure. Also, we want to thank Gordon Nelson, who is a level 5 dwarven mage.
Okay, cool. I would like to thank Carlos Macera, who is a 3rd level Lightfoot halfling sorcerer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
And Jason Sanchez, who is a level 9 tiefling paladin.
I would like to thank William Priest, who is a level 7. You need to catch up to Jason. What are you doing, William? Half-orc bard.
Aww.
And thank you to Adam Rowe, who is a level 9
Cockmaster.
Cockmaster. No, that's his class. What's his race? Half centaur cockmaster. Half centaur means he's like a quarter of a horse, and it's all in his dick.
So he has a distinct racial advantage. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Dark vision, obviously.
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 Come on.
Yeah.
His dick has dark vision.
Yes.
The one eye.
Yep.
And last, but of course not least, we want to give a big thank you to Joseph Harris, who is a level 49 half-elf monk.
That's actually what I'm playing in our current campaign.
Level 49?
Well, no, she's like 8th level.
Shit. Come back when you're 49, bitch.
Like Joseph Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Joseph Harris. Thanks.
So thanks for joining us, everyone. This has been episode 70 of the Dork Pridecast. We will see you all next week.
Deuces!
Jetpack.